This is Sideshow Swap, a party game of deduction and chance for 2 to 8 players. In the game, players find themselves transported back in time to attend a curious and mystical sideshow of yesteryear. Use your tickets to manipulate other players into handing over their high-value performers and find the coveted ringmaster performer for yourself. The player that holds the highest valued performer at the end of the game wins. Give each player a turn reference card. Shuffle the performer deck and deal each player 1 performer card face down. Place 5 performer cards face down in the center of the table. Set aside the other performer cards without looking at them. Shuffle the ticket deck and deal 3 ticket cards to each player. If a player gets a now playing ticket, as indicated in red, shuffle it back in the deck and draw another. Your performer card and ticket cards will always be kept private unless another ticket allows you to look into another player's hand. Place 5 coins in the center area for each player in the game. Then each player takes 2 out of the bank to begin. Coins are used to play ticket cards. The ticket cards shows the number of coins required to play it. Select a player to go first and everyone looks at their own performer card. Player 1 collects a salary of 1 coin from the bank. If they desire, they can take a ticket from the ticket deck. Player 1 decides to forego this option. Player 1 may either play a ticket from their hand or swap their performer with 1 in the center area. Because their performer is the 0-value poopsmith, they decide to swap their performer with 1 in the center area. Play continues clockwise. Player 2 collects a salary of 1 coin from the bank. They decide to collect a ticket from the ticket draw deck. They then decide whether to play a ticket card or swap their performer with 1 in the center area. Player 2 decides to play the stink eye card, which costs 3 coins that they pay to the bank. The stink eye card allows them to look at the other player's performers and swap with the player of their choosing. Now it is Player 3's turn. Player 3 collects a salary from the bank. They choose whether or not to take a ticket from the ticket draw deck. Then they will either play a ticket from their hand or swap their performer with 1 in the center area. Player 3 decides to play the swap right ticket. This costs 1 coin that they will pay to the bank. This card allows Player 3 to swap their performer with the player seated immediately to their right. The game ends when a player runs out of tickets, and the player with the highest valued performer will win the game. Sideshow Swap. Will you end up with the top billed performer once the curtain drops? Find out. Get your copy today.